what's up, y'all? Welcome into Fantasy Rant DFS edition this morning. We're going to draft a DraftKings best ball team. I'm your host, Chris, and I'm joined by the one and only, my dear friend, Steve. What's up, man?
Hey, Chris, what's going on? Great intro you got there.
Yeah, I like all the GMs putting it together. Definitely makes you feel like you're sitting in the draft room.
You're ready to get to going.
Yep. All right, so this is going to be a pretty straightforward video today. We're going to just draft a best ball team, but I got a feeling that a lot of our listeners probably don't know what the DraftKings best ball format is. So I just kind of wanted to take the first few minutes before we dive into the draft to sort of go over that. And please, Steve, whatever I'm getting wrong, tell me, because you're much better versed with these best ball teams than I am. But basically, this is a DraftKings take on year-long fantasy football with a few DFS twists in it. Your first round is weeks 1 through 14. You're in a 12-man league, all the regular stuff. You're going to draft a team. What is it, 20 rounds, Steve?
Yeah, 20 rounds.
20 rounds. And it's basically set and forget. You're going to draft the best team you think, and you don't have to worry about it for 14 weeks because each week DraftKings is going to tally up your score and put the optimal lineup in for you, and you're going to compete against the 12 other teams. When you get to the end of week 14, that's when you begin what would normally be the playoffs at a year-long league. You're going into the second round of the best ball tournament. At that point, I think the top two teams in the 12-man make the first cut, and then you go into round 2, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. And then you're in another 12-man room. This keeps going until week 17 championship round. With that said, yeah, there's no week-to-week management of your team, but there are some DFS twists that you kind of want to plan for. And like you and I were just talking off camera, one way to get a little different projecting out toward championship week, which you definitely should draft for championship week. You're not playing to finish second place. So there's matchups you want to look at down the road in week 17. And we'll get into this a little bit about, if I draft Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, I'd like to know who their week 17 matchup is, because we might look at possibly running it back with the opposing wide receiver or a running back, just to try to build a little correlation into our lineup for that championship round. So things like that, that's kind of, when you play DFS, you learn a lot about correlating your lineup and run backs each week. So we might build for that potential a little bit. Steve, you got anything to add to it?
Yeah, I would just remind everybody, like week 1 through 14, you're playing against the guys in the 12-man league, and everybody, it's a snake draft that you do. But after week 14, when you're put into rooms with guys who may have the same players you drafted. That's where the stacking and later on in the draft, when you're drafting guys, you don't want to maybe draft the ADP guy, because the guy who drafted the same team that advanced will probably draft that same ADP guy. So that's when you might want to reach a little bit and go for some different wide receivers, different running backs, just to mix up your team a little bit for those later rounds in the playoffs.
Yeah, that makes sense. I definitely left that part off, but that's what I meant for sure. Yeah, you want to. Yeah, we're going to be playing against you. How many guys are in the room with you in that championship round? Did you say that? I know it depends on the contest.
I believe when you get to week 15, you're just put into a new 15-man room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a new 12-man room. And then each week until the championship week, it's like that. But by the time you get to the championship week, week 17, it's whittled away so many players. And then you're just playing against whoever's left.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we are going to, with that said, we're going to look at getting into one here in a few minutes. Probably just going to do I think it's called the King of the Desert qualifier. It's just when you get to the championship round, and if you win it, there's the contest goes a little further in this format. You'll go to the King of the Desert tournament, which will take place during the NFL playoffs. So your best ball team will still be playing in the playoffs. Do you redraft at that point? How does that work?
I believe you do redraft because obviously teams are eliminated, so you don't have players anymore.
That would suck. Make it all the way just to have the New England Patriots.
Yes, exactly.
All right, cool. So yeah, I think that kind of covers what best ball is. I mean, I'd like, and the reason I think I've been wanting to get some of these videos out during the preseason and before year-long teams start drafting is because before year-long leagues start drafting is because what I found doing some of these best ball drafts is that you kind of get a better reading of who's being drafted where because there's not a lot of auto draft happening in this format. I mean, guys are paying at a minimum $1 or $2 to even participate in this contest. So they're drafting their teams. And so you get a kind of a good idea of where guys are going. That.
No, that's exactly right because you can go to ESPN and you can do a mock draft, but how frustrating are those? Guys are just drafting in the ADP order, and then half the room is auto draft. Guys in these rooms are literally paying to be in these rooms so you can practice drafting. Now, the drafting is going to be a little bit different than your season long because there's no free agency in best ball. There's no waiver wire in best ball. So that's the little bit of a difference. But like Chris said, I really enjoy that's how I like to do my mock drafts. I just wake up, do a couple dollar entries here and there. And it gets me ready for my season long league.
And then, you're done and you don't have to worry about these. You week 14, forget you even have
see how you're doing. Yeah.
DK that week and you're like, oh shit, I've got 20 teams that made it to the next round. So, and that can be kind of cool because, once you get to the next round, there's money coming. So
yes, got to get to that second round to make some money.
Yeah. All right. So let me make sure the screen doesn't go away, Steve. I'm going to try to find us. Let's just do this dollar King of the Desert qualifier here.
Sounds good. Now, when you get to this screen that Chris is pulling up, I'm sorry to interrupt, Chris, but when you get to this screen that Chris is pulling up, first you have to agree that you understand. So press understand. But about halfway down, you see where it's highlighted fast draft and slow draft. Do not do those slow drafts. Those things each player gets 8 hours per pick. You'll be doing that draft for 2-3 weeks. Do the fast draft. Yeah, so have I. They're annoying.
They suck, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm ready, man. I'm going to go ahead and enter this whenever.
Go for it. Once Chris hits the enter for $1, it's going to go ahead and put us in a room, and then we're just waiting for the room to fill up. The room will fill up pretty quickly. I don't think I've ever waited more than 3-4 minutes for it to fill up.
Yeah, we'll wait for it to fill up. While we wait, any strategy you've been going after early here?
I think one of the best strategies for best ball is having an idea of how many players you need to draft in each position. So the numbers show that teams that draft 3 quarterbacks, 6 running backs, 8 wide receivers, and 3 tight ends are more likely to advance each round. Also, while doing that, you kind of want to stack your quarterbacks with the wide receivers if you can. It's not as easy because people will snipe the players you need. That's why you got to make yourself some in and outs as you go.
Yeah. My God, it keeps bringing up the same message. Do you understand?
It's because you're not checking the box right there that says.
I did check the box the first time.
Oh, okay. Usually what I like to do is I like to hit edit rankings at the bottom, Chris. And then once it goes to there, then scroll back to the top of the edit rankings and hit the back button, and it'll show you how many people. See back to contest at the top?
Yeah.
It will. If you hit the back to contest, it'll now you can see that there's 7 guys in the room.
Yeah.
Is that what
we're
it says?
on 5 guys.
Yeah. But when we joined the room, we were the first person and already 6 people joined.
Yeah. This, I had to, for everybody watching, I was going to run this on my, my laptop, but we're having technical difficulties. So I had to, in a hurry, set up the Mac. And the one thing about this mouse and keyboard I'm using, these USBs, you have to really click hard on the damn buttons for it to pick up on the Mac here. So I keep pressing these buttons and nothing's happening. Well, we're still at 7. So it's going to take a minute to fill up. But
well, no, it doesn't refresh automatically. That's why I always go to the edit rank. And then like we did a second ago, and then I go back and it'll show you again.
Okay, we're getting there.
We're up to 8. And honestly, it will automatically just throw us in the draft room once it starts.
Now, I did one of these the other day. I had the 12th pick, and I'll be honest with you, I kind of liked picking 112 because I don't know. I just liked having that back-to-back right at the end of the first round because I was able to get Achane, Henry, snuck back around, picked up Jaden Daniels. And then I think my first wide receiver I drafted was Devontae Adams, which felt okay. I wasn't too upset about that. But I like having that. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I believe in your first round is how you dictate how you're going to draft. So if we have like the 3rd or 4th pick, and we're probably going to take somebody like a Gibbs or a Saquon Barkley. So that tells me that we're going to probably go like a hero running back, which means we're probably not going to draft another running back for a while. But if we hit 2 big wide receivers, then we're probably going a 0 RB kind of build, and we'd have to build around that. But I always let it dictate about where we're going to draft out and which players available in the first round.
If we have the first overall pick, who you want?
I think you just have to take Jamal Chase. I mean, you're taking a guy. Chase?
Yeah.
I think so, because he's going to be top 5 wide receivers of the season.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed catches and all that kind of stuff. Now, the question is, if you take Jamal Chase, are you going to want to game stack him with T. Higgins and Joe Burrow? Because you can easily do it, but you're sacrificing some draft capital because you're taking Joe Burrow, I think, a little too early and able to do that. And he's a pocket quarterback. He's not going to rush for 5 touchdowns this year. So that's something you have to decide.
I got Burrow as the 4th quarterback on my list. I'd be happy to have Burrow. What we've seen from camp and preseason so far, the Bengals defense is still trash. They're going to have to outscore everybody. We're close. 11 out of 12. They're going to have to put up 30 points a week, I think. So
and from what I'm seeing, Cincinnati is the 3rd best team to stack for Best Ball Week 17 because they're playing Arizona. It's going to be outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going into the end of the season also. So they might be competing for a divisional spot or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bengals might have something on the line at the end of the year for sure.
Now, Arizona, we don't really know.
Right.
In that last spot is there we go. We're in now, baby.
We're in.
And we got the second pick.
I don't like the second pick, man.
No. Now you got to make some life decisions here.
Yeah. I think so. I don't know. Here's my field. If we don't get Jamar Chase, or Saquon, right?
Absolutely. Here's another thing about doing best ball drafts on DraftKings is their ADP is constantly changing. So for like the last 2 months, Jamal Chase has been ranked number 1. And as you can see, as more and more people are drafting, Saquon has become the number 1 ADP over here on DraftKings, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or Chris uploaded his own projections. One of the two.
No, I didn't put any in. Yeah.
Oh, I guess over here on the right, it still shows Jamal Chase 1.1.
Let me see.
Right next to his name.
Yeah. ADP 1.1.
But that don't make much sense for Saquon saying 3.7. You're not taking him in the 3rd round, 7th pick. So.
No, he's saying that's his average spot, 3.7. So, like.
I got you. I missed
3 and 4.
Yeah.
Bijan's jumped up a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, he's been going in most best balls, either 3rd or 4th.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I think the best way to do this is you select your favorite one, and then I'm going to just try to help build around that your favorite 1st round pick.
Yeah. Well, Steve, I want this to win us like $1 million. So, and then
we're in the wrong contest for that.
You know the deal. This will be the my team, StadiumRant team, but you helped me build it. So if we hit a nice payout here, I'll bring you along and you can watch me spend it or something, that kind of thing.
There we go. All right. So we're on the clock. I usually like to hit this draft board right there just to because it will show how everything's going.
Do what now?
You see the draft board next to the players?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
usually click on that just to give, yeah.
I don't think that's available on the mobile version.
Okay, so he took Jamal Chase. We're up. We got 26 seconds, Chris.
Yeah.
It's your pick, big guy.
I mean, I kind of feel like.
You got 18 seconds.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I want Saquon Barkley.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, and then I usually bring the draft board back up just to kind of see how guys are drafting.
Hey, he drafted that one quick. Bijan's gone.
Yeah.
So by the time we get back, go ahead, Steve.
Oh, I was going to say, by the time it gets back to us, that's when we're going to have to make some decisions. We can go stud running back. If we do another stud running back with that wraparound in the 3rd, I would take a top tier quarterback personally, like a Josh Allen or something, because you're just building your team for touchdowns at this point.
And you think Josh Allen will be available on that wraparound?
Yeah, he'll definitely be available on that in that 3rd round pick. Because I'm expecting a bunch of wide receivers to start going between now and the time it gets back to us.
Well, Nico went a little high, I feel like.
And so did Neighbors also. That's the good thing about doing these drafts early on a Saturday morning. You get some real donkeys in here sometimes drafting players.
Yeah, love it. I mean, it's a run on receivers here.
It's going to keep going. It's going to get real. It's going to go crazy with receivers. We're going to see Brian Thomas go in the next couple picks. We're going to see all the top guys go in the next couple picks.
So it looks like either available to us is probably either going to be Henry or Achane. Would you want to go one of those guys?
Those guys won't make it back to us, Chris. We're going to be looking at something like a Bucky Irving.
No.
Probably.
I'm talking about 211.
Yeah, it's going to be like a Bucky Irving or a Josh Jacobs when it gets down there. See, there goes Henry. Achane's going to go in the next 2 or 3 picks. If I had to guess.
Yeah, he'll be the next running back.
But I mean, yeah, we could have one of these wide receivers still slip to us because we still have 1 or 2.
That's a good pick. Brian Thomas is going to have a big year.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll probably finish in top 5 this year.
Yeah.
Drake London's not a bad pick either. That team's looking pretty stacked right now. He's got Jefferson and London, so if he's going to be drafting later on, he's probably going to be going for the quarterbacks for both of those teams.
Oof, we're missing out on some good talent here.
Yes. So there were Bucky and Chase Brown.
Yeah.
AJ Brown.
Do you feel like we go, man, some good running backs going? I don't know if we draft running back here.
Let's see our players. Let's see who we got available, Chris.
Yeah. Trying to click on the button.
Hey, if that Bowser drops, you take
Bowers.
Yeah, if he drops there, take him. Oh, you're under tight ends. Hit all. My bad.
Yeah. He's still there, Steve.
I would take him.
Yeah.
Yes, I would just take him. And then with this wraparound coming back to us, I would take a top-tier wide receiver.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at maybe T. Higgins.
Maybe. I know a lot of people are afraid of Rashee Rice. I don't mind it, to be honest with you. I mean, you're only going to lose him the first couple games of the season.
I like McConkey. I just feel like with Allen back there, okay. I don't know about McConkey. I don't know.
I would go Higgins or Rice, probably. Scroll down just a little bit, Chris. Let's see what else we got here. Because we got to remember, we're not going to get a pick for like 20 picks.
Yeah. Rashee, Wilson, McLaurin, Lamar, JSN, big year coming.
Yeah, it's going to be too early to take him, though. Let's see who we got. We're
going Higgins. We have to.
There we go. All right, Chris, I'd stay on this screen real quick.
Yeah.
And I would hit the teams tab over here.
Yep.
This is how I like to do it. Now scroll down to Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay.
Highlight that one. Now I would put little stars next to some of these Raiders that you're interested in later on. You see you got Myers up here. So add him to your queue.
Okay. Why?
So it's going to remind us around
why Raiders, though? Why Raiders, Hardy?
Oh, because we draft Brock Bowers. We want to stack up that team as we go along. So we're going to want some Myers. Geno, go ahead and star him up.
Yeah.
That's a third quarterback we can get late in about the 15th round. And then I like Thornton Jr. myself. And he's a guy we can get way late. Yeah. Like he could be one of our last picks of the draft almost. And then we're going to do this again as we draft some more wide receivers and stuff as we go along. We'll go to that team. We'll start queuing them up. We'll put them in order. That way we don't have to hurry up and think about who we're going to draft. We have a list here. Okay, we're in the 7th round. Jacoby Myers is still available. Let's take him, baby.
Yeah, I like it.
Now, if for some reason Joe Burrow dropped all the way back down to us at pick 47, I would take him, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah, so far the only quarterback off the board has been Allen, right? But I expect that to change here going into the 4th round. I would expect probably Lamar to come off the board anytime. There he is, yeah.
There he goes.
And now
a nice little 4th round pick I've been getting a lot of is the Alvin Kamara. You know, we got Saquon and we got an Alvin Kamara. I think we're pretty good at running back until probably the 8th, 10th round after that. But it just depends on who falls to us.
I mean, I got Joe Burrow somewhere in the mid-40s, so he might make it to us.
He might. And like I said, we're drafting early in the morning, so there could be some donkeys on here. But I'm seeing a few guys, just how they drafted early. A few of them know what they're doing.
This guy here with Gianti, Henry, Jackson, Breece Hall, this is a good team.
Well, see, the guy that's on the clock now is the one I'm watching. Because it looks like he might.
He's loaded up on speedsters, ain't he? Hill,
which means he's probably going to try to he's probably going to try to team stack each one of those wide receivers. So his 3 quarterbacks he's probably going for later is Matthew Stafford.
Look.
Yep. So you got Devontae Adams. So now he's giving himself an out. He might be somebody we have to worry about going after Geno later.
How did Jalen Hurts go before Jaden Daniels and Burrow here?
It's early morning draft, and this guy, see. Yeah.
I could see Jaden. Yeah, I could see Burrow maybe.
There goes Daniels. So Burrow's probably going to go in the next couple picks. People are going to get scared about quarterback. There goes Xavier Worthy, which would have been a nice pickup for us.
Yeah.
But I think Rice still might be available to us, Chris, if he comes back down.
Do we spend it on Rice or we try to get our man at quarterback?
I would go with the quarterback if he's available because the guy drafting after us has Chase. He's going to take the quarterback.
He's going to take Burrow. We got to get Burrow.
Yeah, go and take Burrow.
Yeah. We'll try to get Rice on the wraparound.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Well, let's look to see who we got available real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably try to go Rice or probably go Rice if he comes back around. And then we can once you pick that Rice player, pull up the Chiefs. Let's put Mahomes in our queue. Let's put if we get Rice.
We got
Rice. So let's draft Rice. And now we got 20 picks, so we can kind of get Kansas City going into our queue. And we're going to put Mahomes, move him up over on the right after you get it all. Yeah, Kelsey, I'd definitely put in there.
Yeah.
Because we can get Kelsey late.
I like Pacheco, although it doesn't help our stack.
No, a Smith down there would help the stack a little bit because he catches a lot of balls out of the backfield, and he could be a late addition to our team also.
Still word on Hollywood Brown here.
Same old with Hollywood.
Yeah.
Guy has so much talent. He just gets injured a lot nowadays.
Should we put him on the board?
Absolutely. And then after you get him on the board, I always like to go over here to my queue on the right and move them into order of their ranking. That way you don't get confused later on. So Mahomes needs to move all the way to the top.
Yeah.
You just grab the three little, just like that. So now if you scroll back to the top of that list, we know we got 3 guys around the 7th round that we can be targeting right there.
Yep.
We can be targeting Mahomes, Myers, and Kelsey. And then I go back to the draft board and just see how things are going. Try to get an idea of the guys who are drafting around me, what they're going to need, and if we're going to be competing for the same players later on.
This guy got McLaurin, too. He is loading up on wideouts.
Oh, I forgot. We got Burrow. So go back to players, hit Cincinnati, see if we can get another piece to go with him later on.
We got Burrow and Higgins, so let's see what else we got here. Definitely going to start Gesicki.
And it's a late guy we can get. That's another late guy right there we can get, Chris, also.
Yeah. Yavash, Fant.
Don't fuck with Noah Fant. He just got signed there. He'll probably be the stud of the season, but you know what I mean. So we got a couple options that we can pair with Joe Burrow for later on with our Higgins.
Yep. All right, let's go back to the board here.
So we got 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. We're looking pretty good.
Jalen Waddle. There's a name. Pearsall. I think he's primed to have a big year in San Fran.
Absolutely. Coming down to our next pick, we're going to be right in that 6th, 7th round area.
Yeah.
We're going to have to decide here if we're going to – well, Jacoby Myers just came off the board, so that helps us there. Are we going to go get our second quarterback now to pair with Rice, which would be Mahomes?
Yeah, Mahomes is there he goes. He's gone.
So that makes that decision for us. We're not stacking. We're not going to stack that team at all now.
Yeah,
because
I'll pull them off. I'll pull them off our board after our pick.
Because there's no reason to get Kelsey now at all because we got Brock Bowers. So, you know what I mean?
We can look at.
We're up.
It's probably too early to draft Knicks, but let's see who we got here.
Well, let's just see who's the top available player first.
Yeah. Not Mixon. I don't know if we want to go Laporta, right?
No. This is a tough one, Chris.
Montgomery.
Go Chris Olave. You better pick, but you got Chris Olave a little bit further down, or Montgomery. I like Montgomery in this spot.
I went Judy.
There you go. I'd go and Judy. I mean, maybe a Chris Olave because you're not going to get him later on. He's going to be gone.
Nah, I agree. I wanted to pick Chris Olave on our last pick. I just ran out of time. He's gone. They drafted him.
Oh, yeah, it changes that.
All right.
Take an Aaron Jones. Get that. Oh, yeah, take the Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Or the yeah.
I was kind of looking at K-Shack here.
Take him then.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't stack that team, but that's good. It gives us another little one-off wide receiver. But we are going to have to – let's look at our team here. Oh, the draft board works for me. Oh, yeah, you're going to remove these Kansas City
first here.
Yeah.
So we got we need a running back, Steve.
Yeah. We got our Joe Burrow. We got that stack going. We're going to have to work on our Las Vegas stack as we go along. And then we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for that third quarterback later on in the draft also. But you're probably right. I'd probably take a running back or two the next couple picks.
So we can pull let's see. We can get Kelsey's already gone too. Okay, so we're gonna have to pull him off our. You see any
Hollywood
others?
can go. Hollywood can go.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yep. And I mean, I'd leave Smith on there because it's a late pickup, maybe. What's our next two picks? Pick 8.
Yeah, we got 95 and 98.
And then what do we have after that? 119. So we got a little ways before we have to worry about getting Geno and stuff like that.
I think we're going to be around Jared Goff territory on this next pick.
Well, that's not going to help us much because we have no Lions players.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be looking at running back for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Just trying to look at my list here and see. I was looking at Jordan Mason, but not as our number 2, right?
He already went.
He did? Where'd he go?
About 5.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, I see him. Yeah.
No, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to be taking some gambles on some rookie guys coming down. But we want to target some rookie guys that looks like they might be starting out the gate.
Yeah. Who are you thinking?
What is that Giants guy, Skibo or whatever his name is?
Yep.
What's it, Simpson for Cleveland? Because the kid they drafted number 1 has all these domestic violence things that he just got arrested for. So he might not even play, and he still hasn't even signed his contract yet. Yeah, him. Jenkins. So probably Skibo I'd be looking at, to be honest with you. Scatabo? I'm sorry, I don't.
You're not high on Jaylen Warren?
Hey, he's going to get the carries at the start of the season, so that's going to definitely help us at the start of the season. And if the rookie they drafted doesn't pick it up, then he could be the starter all year long. So I do like him. I'd take him probably, and then take that Giants running back probably on the wraparound.
So we'll try Warren here with this pick, and yeah, like you said, we might take Scatabo on the wraparound. So. And I also like Henderson, the Patriots draft pick.
Yeah, he was already drafted.
Was he?
Yeah, like 3 rounds ago.
Oh my God, that was way early.
Yes and no. That's where he typically you're on the clock again. But
yes.
that's usually where he goes on best ball drafts.
All right, yeah, we'll grab. You want to get him now?
Yeah, I take Scatabo now. All right, so our next picks are like 119-ish, I think. Yep. So it's just, I mean, we're waiting for Geno to drop to us around the 15th or 14th round. So we have to probably look at some wide receivers that we can maybe build some game stacks with later on.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna try to have Geno. We're gonna definitely have Burrow. So let's look at these wide receivers. Anything? Wow, Michael Pittman's still on the board here. He won't make it back to us.
Yeah, but then you have to decide on who's going to be the starting quarterback in Indy.
I know.
I'd almost rather take.
I really like Mims down here, Steve.
Bo Nix should have been drafted already, or we'd have to take him this next round. You know what I mean?
He's not on the board.
Yeah. And the one I like out of Denver better is the Patrick Bryant kid. I think you can draft him around, I think he's like 180-ish in the ADP.
Okay, you see who I'm looking at here?
You can do that. We got a couple out that we can grab some wide receivers. And
Pop Douglas is down there. I mean, we could get Demario Douglas way deep.
Yeah, absolutely. You got Williams there also.
I mean, I'm less high on him than I am Demario, but we could definitely draft him for sure. I don't want to be a homer, but I kind of like. I mean, if
he's the best player that drops to us, then why not? We could also do the Green Bay stack too, because you can get a lot of those pieces later.
I think he just went off the board. Yep. Yeah, May's gone.
All right. All right, it's coming to us. What we got here?
I mean, best available, Judkins.
No.
Herbert is down here.
No, because I mean, if you take Herbert, you're gonna have to take Harrison on the turn. You could do that.
You want to do it?
Yeah, do it if it works out.
We got to get Harris on the turn, though. We should.
You might want to take. What's the guy drafting after us? Does he have a quarterback yet? He does not. So you might want to take Herbert. No, I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to. I take Harris first. No, do whatever you want.
Okay, we're going to take Herbert just to be safe.
Because he might be taking Herbert right here.
We're going to cross our fingers that Harris gets back to us.
And then I got a sneaky tight end that we can take second to last pick that will go with this stack.
Okay.
But let's see if we get Harris first.
We got him.
We take him?
Yep.
And then once you take him, change it to the Chargers for me?
Yep.
They're the LA Chargers now.
I don't know what they are. I'm getting used to my damn mouse, man.
All right.
You said you want to draft Quentin Johnston?
No, that's your boy. Scroll down a little bit. Right there. 342. The 360. What? Keep going. Yeah, 342. Be one of our last picks, and that will be our third tight end.
Okay. So not Quentin Johnston.
Nah. I mean, you can take a Keenan Allen later if you want.
Let's see how we're looking here. I think we need to be ready to probably jump on Geno.
Let's see what our next pick is. What round? Like ADP wise.
It is 143. That's Geno territory.
We're going to have to take Geno there.
There's a lot of quarterbacks going in front, but they'll all be gone.
And then we'll have our 3 quarterbacks, and we can just fill out the rest of our team. Plug in our stacks, plug in some running backs.
Yeah.
Go to tight ends real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll down to the rookie that's in Seattle. Keep going. Keep going. He should be right here somewhere. There he is. 218. I like him. Fire him up in the queue so we know about him. Go to your running backs real quick. I'm just going to show you a few guys I like.
Yeah.
Let's see. Scroll down past Algier. Keep going. I do like Hill for a little bit of touchdown equity. I like Sampson.
Yeah.
Keep scrolling.
Listen, man, this one here.
That could be very sneaky right there, but you're going to take one or the other. You're not going to try to take both of those.
Yeah.
Keep
I just think Jerome Ford, he's going to get the pass down work. He's going to be the starter out of the gate.
Yeah, he's definitely be the starter out of the gate. And then let's keep scrolling. I like Smith. We got him already on there.
Yeah.
Gosh, where's some of my guys that I like? Okay, here we go. The Washington wide receiver, good stuff out of camp for him. He could be like a last round pick for us. And then I like Ollie Gordon the second. That's just to make our lineups different at the very end of the draft.
Yeah,
these are just guys you're going to pick up with your last picks.
Yeah.
All right, looks like it's coming back down to us. Do we still have Geno available? We still got Geno, baby.
Yeah, he's up there. I'm going back to the draft board for a second.
I'm wondering why the Thornton dropped so far in ADP over the last few days for Vegas. I haven't heard of any injury news or anything.
Same. I like the CJ Stroud pick.
Yeah, like in a season-long kind of strategy, yes. What's the rest of his – well, we can't look at the rest of this team. We ain't got time yet because we're getting ready to be on the clock. But does he have Nico Collins?
He's got nobody.
So that's almost – you're on the clock, by the way. No, you're not. My bad. No. But, yeah, I mean, he has no chance, I don't think, without having some pieces.
I'm grabbing Geno.
Yep, and then let's get ready for our next pick. I'm not a big fan of Gesicki, so let's look at the running backs and wide receivers, see what we can fill in here.
I don't like anything here at running back. Garendo, maybe.
Maybe.
Nah.
We got wide receivers. I mean, Beck's jumped up there. You can take Beck. That will round out a stack.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't need to take Thornton later on.
Yeah. Yeah, let's grab Beck. Do we want to try to get Gesicki if he gets back to us?
I would rather take that rookie wide receiver out of Seattle, and then remember we got him, and then we have our last round pick because we got Brock Bowers. He's one of the top.
Yeah.
So we don't, unless he gets injured or something, we should be good at tight end for most weeks. So we can take the risk on these rookie guys. Or what's Gesicki going to get us, Chris? 5 touchdowns the whole season?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I just wondered if we had enough pieces in the Joe Burrow stack for the end of the year.
The one that we have at the wide receiver there, I would take him. What's his name? I can never say it. It's Avies or whatever.
Oh yeah, Yosevas. Yeah.
And how many wide receivers do we have right now?
We have 6.
So we're only going to snack 2 more wide receivers, more than likely. We need, yeah. Now we're very coordinated at wide receivers. So if our quarterbacks go down, this team is fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like this. Herbert, Harris, Smith, Beck, Higgins, Burrow. The Jerry Jeudy one is kind of a random stray here, but I was running out of time.
It's fine because he's going to be that random. Judy's going to have those random weeks where he puts you up 20 DraftKings points.
Yeah, right.
And he's just going to pop in your lineup that week, you know?
Yeah.
Where are we at on the draft board? We're coming up. So we're looking at what's it? 163. Yeah, he keeps going earlier and earlier every draft. But we got some other guys we can take. We want to be focusing probably on running back right here if we can. A running back or maybe a tight end because of our rookie guy that just got taken. Gosh, there's nobody really left right now. We don't want to jump ADP too much.
No.
What do we have at tight end?
See here, I mean, Jonnu's fallen.
We could take a Jonnu. You know, it's not stacked. It's up to you. You can take a Jonnu or you can take a Gesicki if you want because the tight end I was targeting is gone.
And you'd prefer him over like a Leggett?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Because we only have room for 2 more wide receivers on this team.
Sure, yeah. And we like I mean, we're not really targeting Thornton anymore. You'd want to try to go back to Yoshibis.
Yeah, Yoshibis will be one of them, and then maybe a late round flyer after that.
Yeah,
I think we might have to jump ADP on running back here and just look at the running backs that's available, and just go off crazy. I mean, you could go to a Hill if you wanted to. Just pick whoever the hell you want at running back. To be honest with you. If you want to take Jenkins with the risk, go for it.
Yeah, we can do it.
But our next round is where I would target that other probably Cincinnati wide receiver.
Right. Yeah, because we'll be wrapping back around what? 180, 190? 190. Yeah, 191.
Yeah. If he drops, I would take him there.
Yeah.
It's not a player I want to reach for. Yeah, it's not going quite as planned, but that's the whole point of doing it.
Yeah, we did okay. I mean, to be honest with you, I like this Vegas stack we're building.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Yeah. I think that offense is gonna surprise a lot of people. I think that team's gonna surprise a lot of people. So it's one of those week 17 where they may have a lot on the line, whereas Burrow and the Bengals may have it wrapped up. You know what I mean?
It's a good possibility. And we'll be playing against teams that probably have Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamal Chase. And if they have it wrapped up, then
pretty.
Yep.
Yep.
And the Chargers are going to be fighting the whole season probably because that's what the Chargers always do. So they could be up against something week 17 too. Who are they playing? Let me see.
Oh, I hope they're playing the Raiders.
I was hoping they were playing the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
Divisional matchup, you know. Let's see.
It's crazy to watch DeAndre. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Steve.
Oh no, I was just gonna say if you take that wide receiver that we wanted for Cincinnati's gone. So I would probably just target a couple running backs right here if you could.
Oh, I see.
Because that's our that's probably our weakest part of our team right now.
We'll see who we have available.
You could take Ford.
I like Ford. Yeah.
But then we got Jenkins already. Do you really want that much? Because we don't need handcuff in a best ball.
Yeah, true. Going anyway. Yeah, I'm looking on this list, man. There's nobody I like.
Oh, let's start taking some flyers. Let's look at some of these. I wouldn't mess with. Let's go to wide receiver real quick. Pat Bryant taken.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
That's who. Yeah, and then if Noel comes around, snatch him up too, because we're not worried about stacking guys anymore, unless you like somebody more.
No, I'm good. I'm good on both those picks. I can't find them.
Because you're under running backs.
There we go. There we go. Dude, this mouse is so tricky. I keep thinking I'm hitting the button, but I'm not.
So scroll down a little bit on the right-hand side. Let's see how many players we have in each position.
Yeah, we got 3 quarterbacks, 4 running backs. We got 8 wide receivers and 2 tight ends.
All right, so we need 2 running backs and a tight end.
Yeah.
I target those running backs next, at least one of them, and then maybe take that tight end, that Chargers tight end, just in case somebody snakes us on that one.
So let's, we can grab both of these guys in our queue. We're going to be jumping for them, but
I would probably take the Kansas City running back and the Chargers tight end and leave Ollie for our very last pick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's solid. We can do that for sure.
And I only say that because the tight end would complete our stack for the Chargers.
Yeah. Yep, agreed.
Unless you see a running back you like a little bit more.
No, I don't. I was looking at Blake Corum a little bit, but we might as well go for the Kansas City running back.
You could go Lloyd if he dropped, but I mean that's just what was he injured? He was a rookie last year and injured.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs is there. Jacobs is hitting 30 this year, so I mean it could be a possibility. Who else we have? Scroll down a little bit. AJ Dillon, he could be a touchdown machine for us, especially if something happens to Saquon.
Yeah.
And we have Saquon.
Yeah. You'd prefer him over Smith? Or if you're saying if Ollie Gordon doesn't make it back to us?
Either or. They don't really matter at this point. And Ollie Gordon is a complete flyer. And what I mean? Because he's if he's lucky, he might start the team as the third running back on that depth chart. But we know how Miami loves to get injured everywhere.
Seems like Shipley's the guy to handcuff Barkley.
Yes, that's correct. But if A.J. Dillon's just kind of like that bruiser guy, isn't he? Like bring him in on the 5-yard line.
He's got hands.
Oh, I know. Oh, you're up.
I like Smith here. Yeah,
go for it.
Yeah, we'll grab Gadsden on the wraparound, and then we'll fill it out with Ollie Gordon. I like that. And then we'll review our team at the end and figure out why we're going to lose.
Oh, this team is fucked.
Don't say that, bro.
I'm just joking.
I hate picking second. I agree. I would much rather, I don't know. I like either picking toward the end of the first round or one overall.
You're up. Go ahead and draft that tight end.
Oops, actually, took Ollie Gordon off. Let's see. Who's got the best team on this draft board so far?
Well, let's look at how each team drafted at the very top there. Let's see. We got the first guy. He only drafted 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So maybe his last pick will be a quarterback. Next guy, it looks like he's on the same draft strategy as us. He'll probably take a running back in this last round. The next one, he's about where we're at also. I bet he takes a tight end. The next one over, he could go quarterback or tight end would be where he was missing at. Then one after that with the Nico Collins, 4 quarterbacks, 6 running backs, 6 wide receivers, and 3 tight ends. I saw a guy the other day that had 6 quarterbacks. I was like, Jesus, save somebody for us.
Yeah, I mean, you look at his quarterbacks: Daniels, Prescott, Darnold, Wilson.
Okay, scroll back up to the top. He has Prescott, right?
Yeah.
Does he have any Cowboys wide receivers with him?
I didn't see one.
So he just
he's got Jake Ferguson.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
And then he has Sam Darnold. Does he have any Seattle wide receivers?
He does not. Yeah, he's got JSN.
Nope, JSN. Okay. Yeah. So he's got that going. Oh, you're on the clock, aren't you? No, never mind. You're not. No, you're not. My bad. I get clock scared.
Yeah, I think we're a few picks away still.
Here, scroll to the bottom of the draft board. Let's see how these guys are drafting down here.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Freaking Garoppolo.
But he drafted Stafford, so I guess he's trying to get his handcuff. But
I guess.
It's funny sometimes you see these guys and you're like, they're still in the league?
Right, yeah.
So it's Tom Brady's backup, wasn't it? Like fucking 15 years ago.
Wild. It was wild Garoppolo's still playing. And, he was one of those guys, man. I'll never forget. Came in and played real well while Brady was suspended. there's a lot of guys that left New England and never amounted to anything.
You notice what we did with our last 5 or 6 picks? They're just all rookies. How could this go wrong?
Yeah. Solid, bro. Solid.
And there we go. We can take Ollie if we want. I would just double check the running backs just in case.
There's nobody I like more, honestly. I mean, would we draft Edwards-Helaire, Pierce?
Nah, I just take Ollie.
Yeah.
I think you took the wrong guy, didn't you?
No.
Oh no, my bad.
Yeah, we got
it's a slight delay on my side when you're clicking on the drafts. Like
I see.
But we did what we were aiming for. We got our 3 quarterbacks, we got our 6 running backs, we got our 8 wide receivers, and we got our 3 tight ends. And all of our quarterbacks have some piece of their receiving team.
Let's go over it for anybody who may have got confused while we were drafting. So we took Burrow, stacked him with Higgins. I think that's the only piece we got with Burrow, right?
Yeah, that's really all we have with Burrow.
And then we drafted also our other quarterback we drafted was Geno. We stacked him with Beck and Bowers, which I really like. I'm liking our Vegas stack. And then we who was our other quarterback? Oh, Herbert, who we stacked with Trey Harris. And the
rookie tight end.
Rookie tight end as well. So I like those. I'm not mad about it.
It should definitely be different if we can make it to the next rounds and stuff like that, especially when you look at some of our depth at rookie wide receiver and rookie tight end. Rookie running backs. But we were able to do that because we have Barkley and stuff like that.
That's going to be the thing for this team is getting out of this first round because, look, we're strong at quarterback. Burrow's a top 5 quarterback. Definitely strong at running back with Barkley. But, I also like Jaylen Warren. I think he's undervalued a little bit, so I'm okay with that. And then the Rashee Rice and the Jerry Jeudy. We got the Rice and Jeudy and Warren are going to have to hit it on a week-to-week basis for us. K-Shack down there.
We have a lot of guys, like right here that I'm looking at, like the T. Higgins, the Rice, the Judys, like you said, the Shakir. These are guys that can go out on a DraftKings slate on any given Sunday and give us a 20 spot, a 25 or 30.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, they're not going to do it every week like a Jamal Chase or something like that, but that's why DraftKings automatically puts the starters in there for you.
Yeah, that's what I love.
Scoring players.
That's what I love about the best ball format for us is with this team is even if we don't have to make the decision between should I start Jeudy this week or should I start Rashee Rice, whoever scores the most points, that's our optimal play. So then DraftKings is going to give it to us. So that's what I really like about the best ball format here. I like our team, man. I think we drafted okay.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Get that off the screen. Any final thoughts there? Anything we should be just really all you got to do is check these week 14. And you can draft them all the way up until when do they stop best ball drafts?
I mean, it'll be like the day of kickoff. They'll still be doing them. It's just the rooms will get there'll be less prizes in rooms as you get closer. Like the big rooms will all be gone by then, probably.
Yeah. What could we have looking back at it? Where could we have gotten a little better? Where do we make mistakes?
It's hard to say. I mean, I've drafted like 35 of these best ball teams by now, and one of them might make it to the next round for all I know, because we're drafting guys that the season hasn't even started. We have our first preseason weeks this week. So you have no clue what's going to go on. But I like it because you can do mock drafts that are somewhat realistic.
So I think we'll try to do at least one of these every Sunday leading up to the regular season. So we'll probably try to do this at least 2 or 3 more times. Hopefully you can join us and we can because this is only like my 5th or 6th best ball drafts. So I love doing them. As long as, you know, I know what I'm doing. They're a little more confusing for me sometimes than year-long drafts. So that's why I like having you here. So appreciate it.
Oh, they're absolutely confusing. You can get behind yourself real quick in one of these best ball drafts. That's why I would recommend just doing some dollar ones until you get used to it. And then maybe right before the season starts, jump in a $5 or a $10 one after you've gotten some practice.
And
it goes quick.
Yeah, it does go quick. I feel like obviously 8 hours is way too long. 30 seconds feels like it's a little too quick, dude. You know, I wish DK would do like a minute in between each one.
Well, you saw me over here the whole time. I'm like, we're on the clock. We're on the clock. We're on the clock. Like,
yeah, why you give me anxiety?
It's just like, you know how it is. Season-long drafts you're staring at. Because I do live, like in-person season-long drafts. So these guys take like 5-10 minutes. And you constantly got to remind them because by round 15, they're drunk as a snail. But then when I'm seeing the clock, 30 seconds, 29, I'm like, Chris, we got to draft.
Yeah. All right, cool. I think we did well. And we'll revisit these in week 15. Hopefully this one will take us to the King of the Desert qualifier. Any last thoughts, Steve, before we sign off?
Nah. Just have fun. Don't try to break your bankroll. Just have fun doing them.
Yep, and we'll see y'all at the top of the leaderboard. Thanks for tuning in.